So it still doesn't feel like spring in Germany yet, and the best way to feel comfort when it's not very good weather outside is to spray on a cocooning and comforting fragrance. And the best type of a perfume I recommend for that is a vanilla dominant fragrance. And so today I'll be sharing with you not only top 10 vanilla fragrances that I love, but they are all on the dark side because it's still very dark in Germany, and I'm personally very excited for spring to come. But until it's not here, I'll be wearing these dark vanilla fragrances, and I hope you'll find this video helpful, particularly if you're looking for vanilla fragrances with an edge. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and then we can get started with them. And welcome back. I'm super duper excited about this top 10 list of not only my favorite vanilla fragrances, but they are all on the dark side. And although I personally adore vanilla in the perfumes, it's not only one of my most favorite notes in general, but it's probably #1 note when it comes to spices and gourmand notes. And as I've already mentioned on my channel many times, vanilla is known for its comforting, cocooning, and very inviting aroma. So if you want to get many compliments from people and just smell very mass appealing, try to find a vanilla fragrance that you will personally really enjoy. And today I'll be sharing with you top 10 of mine, but they're all on the dark side. So maybe you're not the biggest fan of candy sweet like vanilla, then you might enjoy these options. So if you need more information regarding them, check out the description box down below. There I will leave links to my previous reviews on them or some helpful information where you can get them. Alright, let's get started. And to make this video more interesting, I decided to rank them from number 10 to number 9 depending on the intensity of darkness in them. So that means number 10 is going to be least dark vanilla and number 1 the darkest vanilla. So let's get started. And at number 10 I have a new fragrance in my collection that I've been dreaming about for a long time because it has this signature scent vibe, and I used to be obsessed with my sample of it, and so I thought it's the perfect time to purchase Gold Incense by Mancera because I really wanted to feature it in this video, and this is all what I'm wearing these days. So it's not the darkest vanilla whatsoever. Actually, it smells very powdery and well blended. You cannot really tell what's inside, although I know that there is incense, mandarin, coffee, pink pepper, jasmine, violet, patchouli, rose, vanilla, benzoin, and musk in the notes breakdown, but it smells so much more than that. The aroma of this fragrance is truly timeless. It smells feminine, powdery, and very elegant. Vanilla is sort of noticeable, but it's not candy-like gourmand vanilla. Maybe it adds a touch of sweetness, but not too crazy because there is still incense and patchouli with a little bit of coffee and lots of musk that I think creates this whole elegant, mysterious veil around the notes, so it's very hard to define them. And this is a very beautiful, long-lasting, extremely well-performing fragrance that I wear on the daily basis because this is my new signature scent, and I recommend it to all the ladies who want just a hint of vanilla for, you know, that attractive vibe, but at the same time you want to have your perfume like a mystery around you and it lasts for a long time, projects really well. So that was number 10, vanilla. And that's Gold Incense by Mancera, the lightest and least dark from this collection. But, you know, because of that incense and coffee, there is like a little hint of darkness in there too. And with that being said, we are moving on to the number 9. That is definitely more vanillic than the previous fragrance, and it's for those who like gourmand vanillas but want like a dark twist in there. And for that, African Musk by Abdul Karim Al-Faransi, created by Mason Anthony Marmon, is the perfect choice because, oh my goodness, although it's very vanillic, it is also quite dark. Just look at the color of this juice. So the way I love to apply it is just put a little bit on the back of my hand. This is a pure perfume oil, and just check out the color of this fragrance, and then I rub it between my fingers and put on my hair. This way it lasts on me all day long. You can of course put it directly on your skin, but I just like the moisturizing effect that it has on my hair, and oh gosh, it's so sweet. But because of hazelnut and cacao, it has dark roasted element to it, and of course this musk with vanilla are the most dominant notes in here, so it's just very addictive, sweet, mouth-watering roasted vanilla scent, and I enjoy it very much, and I'm sure that both ladies and gentlemen will find it very attractive, so highly recommend you to check it out. I know that many of you who have experienced African musk or other fragrances from this brand have loved them a lot, so if you know any other good fragrances, then go ahead and share them below, or I have a whole top list of my favorites and an interview with the founder on my Instagram, so make sure to check that one out. And we are moving on to the next fragrance. At number 8 we have Memos of a Trespasser by Imaginary Authors. Fragrance I was very excited to experience, and as I smelled it I was just so amazed by the uniqueness of this vanilla perfume, because it's unlike anything else out there. It reminds me of many different things, and mainly this is a woody vanilla. So there are many different woods in there, such as oak and gaiac wood. There is musk, some resins and vanilla, but there is also a very exciting note of clay, and it really makes me feel like I'm outside and there is construction work somewhere near me, so there is dust, there is woodiness, but I'm wearing my delicious vanilla fragrance. So it's definitely for the lovers of woody fragrances. It is on the comforting side for sure, but the woody part in there makes it quite dusty, and it also reminds me of the magazine pages. So quite an abstract and atmospheric fragrance at number 8. And at number 9 I have a fragrance that, oh my god, I fell in love with at first sniff, and it is called Vanille Paradox, and it is from the French niche brand Les Parfums Rosine that I have an amazing experience with. There are my ballerinas sitting over there, and I have more fragrances in my room from this brand, but this one is just like a phenomenal vanilla that will blow your mind, I promise you that, because it opens up with quite a bitter fragrance because of the juniper berries and rosemary in here. And as you know, I'm not the biggest fan of juniper berries, but they bring in somehow a bitter quality to vanilla without overtaking in the entire composition. It is quite spicy, because cardamom is a big note in here too, but it is all smoothed out and really sweetened by vanilla that is slightly bitter, very aromatic, slightly delicious. So the rosemary, the cardamom, the juniper berries, and of course vanilla, those are the main notes, and this is an amazing fragrance if you are looking for the compliments, you want to impress someone, because it's not a typical vanilla and just truly addictive. And as you know, I love addictive perfumes, so there are very interesting notes that are harder to find in the fragrances, and this is just a perfume that you will stand out with, so I highly recommend you to check it out. In my opinion, it is even a safe blind buy, although it is so unusual. And another safe blind buy that has been on my wish list forever, and since I purchased it I've been raving about it on and on and on, because Vanille Fatale is probably my most favorite vanilla fragrance. It's just like a perfect vanilla with so many different nuances of resins and balms, citruses, flowers, woods, and of course vanilla that is roasted, that is boozy, that is spicy, that is floral, and so powdery in here. It's just my personal vanilla love that I recommend everyone to smell. You cannot go wrong with Vanille Fatale. This is definitely vanilla love because it doesn't smell sugary, it doesn't smell sweet, and there are so many different nuances, so you smell it and you cannot really define what you smell, but you definitely love it. So Vanille Fatale is hands down my perfect vanilla fragrance, and it's quite dark, but it's right in the middle, so that's why it is at number 6 if I'm not wrong. Number 5 is a sweeter vanilla, but I find it's a hint darker than Vanille Fatale, that in my opinion is a beautiful dark weather, dark time of the day, nighttime fragrance. Mirabelle by Quinto Canto is also quite a heavy perfume, much heavier than Vanille Fatale and also much sweeter than that one. And it opens up with vanilla and note of malt. And there is also milky booziness in there too, and a hint of something almost metallic minty that might come from geranium, but in the base it really turns into creamy, smooth and very dark vanilla. So it's like a minty, milky vanilla candy, sort of like that, maybe with rum inside. Quite interesting, very heavy, very loud. That's why I recommend it to wear it in the nighttime or specifically in winter because it's quite warm. Although that minty element is quite interesting too, but just don't overspray it because it's very heavy. And if you're looking for a very strong perfume, it might be a perfect choice. If you're looking for a spicy dark vanilla, then the perfect choice is Mancera from the Italian brand Laboratorio Olfattivo, and I've already shared the story how I fell in love with this fragrance, but I'll tell you that again. So that was a couple of years ago as I went to the university after work. It was a very rainy day, late autumn, and I sprayed on my scarf, and I'm a big perfume scarf, what I'm talking about. And I love scenting my scarf. I actually have already created a top list dedicated to my scarf perfume. So in case you missed it and you like to apply perfumes on your scarf too, please check it out. But what I'm trying to tell you, Mancera will give you an impression of wearing beautiful, warm, cozy scarf because it's a spicy vanilla with cinnamon, cardamom and Sichuan pepper, but it's also a woody vanilla that's dark, and oh my god, you cannot resist it. I think if you sample it like I did, you would wanna have a full-size bottle. It's one of the best darkest vanillas because it's not too dark, yet you know it's definitely on the dark side. It's not candy sweet, yet there is a presence of sweetness in here, and it's just all about the perfect balance. It's an elegant perfume. Vanilla in there is not too dominant, so you can wear it to formal occasions, yet you can wear it as a going out perfume or just a fragrance that will make you feel very good. So it's up to you. Mancera unisex perfection. And with that being said, we are getting into the very dark direction of vanilla. And at number 3, I have a fragrance that actually inspired me to film this entire video, and this is a hidden gem. Maybe no one of you knows about this fragrance, and I'm talking about Dima by Maria Nilsdotter. And this is an awesome perfume from the luxurious jewelry designer Maria, who collaborated for this fragrance with one of the best perfumers out there, Linda Lundenberg. And not only she has her own indie brand, and as you know, she created my most favorite rose fragrance, a trembling rose, that I've already reviewed on my channel, and in case you're interested in it, I will leave a link to it down below in the description box. But other than that, Linda created an award-winning fragrance that smells like woolen blanket and hot bitter cacao with lavender, and so she also creates fragrances for other brands. And here is her creation Dima for Maria Nilsdotter that was inspired by fog and Scandinavian landscape because they are both from Sweden. And by the way, if you check out Maria's website, there is most gothic and luxurious jewelry you could ever imagine. So this is a fragrance that smells very dark because it smells like a bonfire, okay? But it's a bonfire in the middle of the forest or something, and as you sit by it, you also eat something delicious, maybe a marshmallow or maybe just a vanilla dessert. So you can pick up the cade, the smoky, woody scent that comes from the bonfire, and also the piney aroma from the forest that is behind you, but at the same time you are very warmed by the fire and you have something delicious in your mouth. So that is Maria Nilsdotter Dima perfume foggy, slightly smoky, and with this amazing roasted vanilla note. And I know that there is vanilla absolute in here, so this is a high quality fragrance with an excellent longevity. So if you like smoky, particularly bonfire like perfumes, and you love vanilla and you want like a perfect combination of those two notes, you will be obsessed with Dima. Do check it out. I highly recommend it, particularly because of its outstanding performance. And with that being said, there are only 2 fragrances left to talk about, and those are the darkest ones today. One of them is a blind buy of mine that I purchased because of its name for this video, and now I'm talking about Dark Vanilla by Montal, and I am not disappointed with my purchase. It's a very lovely fragrance from Montal, and its DNA is written all over it. If you're familiar with Montal's perfumes and you know their oudi fragrances, you will find that oudi signature in here that is mixed with something like vanilla absolute. You know, I really like that fragrance. But there is also a beautiful addition of leather in here and warmth of amber. So it's like, I would say you get both. You get the beautiful warm leather, the amazing warm oud. It's a very warm fragrance, and amazing, very sweet vanilla. So it's like perfect balance between dark woods, leather and vanilla, and it is different from the rest that I mentioned today because in here you can smell the note of leather. So maybe you like leather, you like dark leather, and you want it to be more cocooning, less sharp, less harsh, then I think dark vanilla is perfect for that, because it's definitely on the gourmand side, yet it's not fully edible, if you know what I'm talking about. So dark vanilla is a loud fragrance. As you know, Montal's perfumes always perform super well, so if you want something that would smell like their oud perfumes and like their sweet gourmands mixed together, then oh my god, that's definitely dark vanilla that puts me in a great mood every time I wear it, because it feels luxurious and at the same time very delicious and effortless. So with that being said, now it's time to talk about number 1, darkest vanilla, and honestly it wasn't that hard for me to choose it, because there is a fragrance in my collection that smells very dark. This stuff is so dark, so thick and very vanillic. And here I'm talking about one of the newest releases from the American indie brand House of Matriarch, and it is called Vanilla Caviar. Now this is not your typical vanilla fragrance whatsoever. It has very unique scent. Oh gosh, and it's sweet and very attractive, yet super duper dark. It's only for those who are ready for a full-on vanilla darkness that smells like a thick, amazing, musky vanilla dessert. So it's a true mouth-watering, almost edible gourmand with kind of like this creamy buttery texture. It's quite thick, not fully sticky, but there is musk in there that really pulls together the spices and vanilla. So I think if you like smokiness, but you want it to be edible, delicious gourmand smokiness and not like bonfire smokiness, and you like musk and you want it to be very sensual, mixed into something woody and vanillic, that's it, because in here you get the vanilla caviar tincture and also the seeds of sesame. So yeah, this is a very dark, heavy fragrance that I like to wear when I'm going out, because that way it performs even better and it has just space to project, you know, otherwise it can be just a little bit too much. But I just want to let you know about this very luxurious, intense vanilla caviar perfume. It's definitely on the darker side, with almost like a gothic element behind it. And I guess that was all I wanted to share with you today. So now I would like to hear from you which of today's fragrances that I mentioned for you inspired you and you wanna to check them out. And if you have any other dark vanillas on your mind, then please share them below, and also please share which other videos you want to see from me. And I'm glad to tell you that I decided to create a whole series about vanilla perfumes because I love them so much. So I've already posted top 20 list of my vanilla fragrances and I need to update that. I have a winter vanilla top list, now a dark vanilla top list, and if there are any other episodes about vanilla you want me to create, then just let me know that. And if you enjoyed watching this video and it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because that doesn't really take you much and means a lot to me. And I'm excited to hear from you guys. If there are any questions left, go ahead and ask them down below. Wear vanilla, feel yourself amazing, and if you want to see even more content from me, check out my social media such as Instagram and Facebook. Links are gonna be below. And if you like what I'm doing and you want to support me, then feel free to donate to Coffee on Buy Me Coffee website. It's very easy to do that, and not only I buy myself tea, but also perfumes that then I review for you. So thank you so much for everything, guys, your time, your support. I love you, and have a nice day. Stay tuned and smell good. We'll see each other really soon. Bye. So the perfect way, okay, I dropped it. So you know what, guys? Today I wanted to match my outfit to the topic of this video. So I went for this vanilla color, but I wanted it to be dark. So let me know if I did well or not. Gosh, I'm just covered into this vanilla, so I'm wondering what Benny will think about the way I smell. Let me know if you're interested in his reaction.